Oh, man. Why is Walgreens always across the street from CVS? Never makes any sense to me. Are they owned by the same person? If they are, then that's stupid. If they aren't, well then, that's also stupid. Why would you move your business right next to your competitor? You're just shooting yourself in the foot. Go down a mile and then plant your feet. Of course, I don't know. You see Burger King close to McDonald's, and they're all close together. So I don't know. Maybe it makes more sense to be right next to them. I don't know. One thing that's really cool about this bike is in neutral, it disables 2 of its cylinders to help manage fuel economy and keep the engine cooler, especially if you're sitting in a lot of stop-and-go traffic. So if you stop and you put it in neutral, it'll disable those 2 cylinders and keep it a little bit cooler. Gotta watch yourself. Got a person coming up over here. Want to make sure nobody's running red light. Still watching that guy. Watching these people crossing the traffic. This person almost got my lane. I guarantee you they want to get over. So we're gonna watch them. Watch their behavior. They didn't cut in front of me, but I bet you they're gonna change lanes. Get behind me. But they didn't. It's a lot of information to process, but the more you do it and the more you practice it, the more it just becomes second nature, and the more you get used to how your bike operates, then all of that becomes muscle memory, and all you're really doing is you're just focusing on what's going on around you. You're not really thinking about operating the bike. You're just focused on everything going on around you. And this is what I love, is exposing myself to all of these dangerous situations. Right now, where we are right now, is the most dangerous possible situations that you could be in as a motorcycle rider. That car right there could have decided to pull in front of us if you didn't notice that we were coming. And then we would have hit him easily. But I'm prepared to I'm paying attention to that guy. That front tire starts rolling, and then I'm gonna be doing emergency braking or progressive braking until it becomes emergency braking. But I like exposing myself to all of this. It's one thing to stay in your comfort zone and get on the highway and you just ride or whatever, and it's straight and it's easy and everybody's traveling in the same direction and there's really no cross traffic, there's really nobody coming at you. But this is dangerous, and that's what's great about it. Expose yourself to new situations that make you think. Make you react to new situations. We're gonna put it in neutral. Look, give that thing a break. Can we get away with a drink? What's that? Thank you. Yes, we're in front now, bitches. So I think I decided on the CarPlay unit that I want to get. It's made by some company called Chigi, or Chigi, whichever you want to call it. and it comes with 2 cameras. You could buy the kit that comes with the TPMS sensors for your front and rear tire, and it's a pricey model. It's about $600 bucks. But what I didn't know, regardless of what I buy, I didn't know that down here there is a sat-nav cable that is already there, and all I have to do is tie it into that, and it will turn on when I activate the ignition switch. All I have to do is mount it here, run the wire down here, tap it into that sat-nav connector, and I'm done. Put the front camera, the rear camera, tie all the wires so it's nice and neat. I'm done. So it was super easy install compared to most other motorcycles, because they all have to kind of go through that extra process of soldering it to a tail light or the license plate light or something that's always on when the ignition switch is on. So now it's a 40 miles an hour. We know that a 40 mile an hour turn, we could at least do 70. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to look into the turn. Got a little bit of a blind turn there. Going to slow it down a little bit because this is unfamiliar road here. Another 40 mile an hour here. We can see the end of the road, so we're going to accelerate into it. Now we're at 55 miles per hour, and it's a straightaway. It's all about no surprises. It's all about riding safe, riding smart, enjoying the ride, and mitigating surprises. I've read a couple articles that RevZilla posted about these 2 different trainers, and they have completely different training programs. And a lot of their content was about. A lot of the content or their training practices is about looking as far ahead as possible, and a lot of the stuff that I was talking about is what you want to have running through your mind scenario wise, so that you can see ahead and you can see this bike coming down. I don't have to worry about Mr. Motorcycle. He's chill. And there's a car behind him and everything. So, I see a curve coming up. I can't see beyond this curve. I have no idea, but there's no sign indicating that this is a sharp turn. But who knows what could be pulling out in front of me around this curve? It could be somebody coming out. It could be, this person could be pulling out right here. And, if you're going too fast and you haven't prepared for that curve, then what are you going to do? And if there's a car coming on the opposite way and that person pulls out, you've got a very small gap on this yellow line that you can use as an escape route. Otherwise, you're mashing brakes, and you better pray to God that your ABS works. And if you don't have ABS, well, son, you're probably shit out of luck. You're going down. I hope you're wearing gear. Okay, we're going to go ahead and proceed. There's a car coming up. I want to make sure they see me. She does. And she pulled out. So, that's just a good example of, if you're in the what Dan calls the white zone, and you're just not paying attention, and you're just la da 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 la la la, I'm having so much fun riding my bicycle, and look at the birds and the clouds, and oh, look at that squirrel over there. And you don't notice that person pull out in front of you, that black car that got real close to me. If I was speeding and not paying attention, I would have smacked right into her, and it would be my fault. I mean, she would probably get the fault, but at the same time, if I'm speeding, whose fault is it? Whose fault is it really? And so as a motorcycle rider, you have to take ownership for not just your actions, but you really need to take ownership for other people's actions too.